Welcome everyone to German Tool Reviews. Today we have the Wera Zyklop 8100 SA8 quarter-inch drive metric ratchet set. I've had this set for quite a while, and frankly I forget that it's even in my tool bag because of its compact size. Normally when you think of a socket set, you think of something large and bulky. The set uses a soft textile case as opposed to the metal or plastic cases we're accustomed to. The embossed ratchet on the front of the case indicates as a ratchet set since they make similar textile cases that hold other types of tools. I would have liked to have seen a description or color-coded indicator that lets you know this is a metric ratchet set as opposed to an SAE inch set. The trifold case is held together with a full-length hook and loop fastener. This set includes a quarter-inch ratchet, 2 extensions, quarter-inch bit holder, 9 metric sockets, and 15 quarter-inch driver bits. Everything is made in the Czech Republic except for the extensions and sockets, which are made in Taiwan. The ratchet, bit holder, and extensions are held in with elastic strips. The wings built into the soft case prevent the extensions from sliding out and are nice attention to detail. The sockets, 5.5mm to 13mm, are held in place with plastic squares that are sewn directly into the case. I hope that none of these break because it doesn't look like they're replaceable, so keep this in mind when removing the sockets. I do like how the socket sizes were embossed directly into the soft case. One thing I noticed is that the laser etched text was not in the same spot on each socket. That is, it doesn't appear to be referenced to the quarter-inch drive on the socket. I'm guessing that the machine that does the laser etching does not have a starting index, so it can be printed anywhere on the perimeter of the socket. This might be something that bothers you if you have OCD. The quarter-inch drive bits are held in place with a rubber sleeve that is sewn into the soft case. One suggestion I have for Wera on future revisions of this product is to emboss the size of each of the driver bits into the soft case, as was done with the socket sizes. It can be difficult to differentiate the sizes since the laser etching on each of the driver bits is hidden by the rubber sleeves. I personally can't tell the difference between a T25 and T27 bit. Let's take a look at each of the items in the set. First, the 8004A quarter-inch drive socket is made from chrome molybdenum and is a flick-style ratchet with a lever to change directions. A nice touch is that the lever actually contains the Wera logo. The sockets are attached and removed using a push button that releases the tension on the drive ball bearing. The ratchet contains a 72-tooth mechanism that equates to a return angle of only 5 degrees. This is great for jobs in tight spaces. You can tell it is high quality from the ratcheting sound it makes. The MSRP at the time of this review for the standalone ratchet is $57.42. Next, the 2 extension drives. The first is the 8794A 56mm Wobble extension. This extension has a trapezoidal shaped drive that allows pivoting 15 degrees in all directions. This is useful for cases where there's not 100% vertical clearance available. MSRP is $9.67. The second extension is the 8794LA 150mm extension with free turning sleeve. This extension has plastic sleeves that are useful for maintaining stability when using the ratchet. MSRP is $10.54. The 8784A1 quarter-inch drive bit adapter is used to hold any standard non-impact quarter-inch bit. This holder features a quick-release mechanism that depresses 2 tiny ball bearings within the shaft. These ball bearings seat in the notches on the quarter-inch bits. This is a superior design to the magnetic holder since there's almost no way to remove the bits without releasing it. One thing I have used this adapter for along with the ratchet is in place of an offset screwdriver for those cases when there is no clearance for a stubby screwdriver. MSRP is $22.52. Next, on to the quarter-inch drive sockets. The sizes include 5.5 to 13mm with the exception of the 9mm socket. The 9mm is a size you probably would never need unless you're working on vintage European cars. The 9mm is available separately if you do actually need one. Each of the sockets features a knurled end that can be used for manual operation. One thing to note is that the hole in the socket does not need to line up with the ball bearing on the drive because there are detents on all 4 sides of the socket to accept the bearing. I could not find any documentation on the catalog on the purpose of the hole, so I'm assuming it's for insertion of a rod to get more torque during a manual operation. The MSRP varies on these but averages around $5.50 each. Finally, onto the quarter-inch drive bits. The set includes the Phillips number 1, number 2, number 3, Polsey drive number 1, number 2, Hex 3mm through 6mm, and Torx T10, T15, T20, T25, T27, and a T30 bits. The T27 is kind of an oddball size, but apparently you find these on many outdoor power tool products. All of the bits are from the Wera Z line, which also is known as the Wera Classic line. These are marketed as tough absorbing bits for hard materials. The MSRP varies from 48 cents for the Phillips bits to $2.38 for the hex drive bits. The average comes out to about $1.50 a piece. The MSRP for the entire set is $137.17. If we add up the cost of buying all these components separately, it comes out to $171 even, which does not include the textile case, which I could not find in the catalog separately. As I said before, I've been using this and I'm quite impressed with the product. This will be a great set to keep in the glove compartment for those small tasks, such as changing the battery or tightening a loose bolt. Well, that wraps up the review of the Wera 8100 SA8 Ratchet set. If you like this video, subscribe for more reviews of German brand tools.